Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the utmost efficacious way to learn in order to gain knowledge. How do you assimilate information? How do you attain wisdom? How do you attain a robust, sizable, extensive knowledge base? Fortunately, much to your elation, there are a copious amount of disparate ways in which you can learn in order to gain knowledge and allow your knowledge base to accrue over time. You should remain a perpetual, lifelong learner. As an autodidact, you have the autonomy to learn at any given moment so that you can expand your repertoire and further cultivate your knowledge base. Do not allow yourself to remain stagnant. You need to move your life in a forward movement trajectory. You do not need to stagnate nor regress. Make inroads towards success each and every day. Incrementally, it can yield a fruitful outcome in the long haul. So, out of all the disparate ways to learn, the utmost efficacious way to learn in order to gain knowledge would entail attaining first-hand work experience in which you're able to apply your knowledge. By applying your knowledge, you can instantiate your knowledge in your mind. You can solidify your knowledge in the bowels of your mind, and you can render it all the more retentive. If the knowledge remains dormant, if it does not have any real-world application, if it's not pragmatic, if it's not practical, if it does not get applied in any context, it is more apt to elude you. It is more apt to perish from the chasms of your mind. So just bear that in mind. If you want to be able to learn in order to gain knowledge, take heed of pragmatically applying the knowledge each and every day so that it can be instantiated in your mind and solidified in the bowels of your mind so that it can be rendered all the more retentive. You may want to try to incrementally gain knowledge rather than overwhelm yourself. When you're overwhelmed, it's not conducive to being able to retain information and convert it into knowledge. When you're inundated with information, you have a proclivity to tune out practically everything because it is debilitating. It depletes your mental bandwidth and it induces chronic stress. So you can incrementally accrue knowledge over time. You do not need to overwhelm yourself per se to learn. And if you're consistently applying the knowledge, it can create a robust knowledge base in your mind so that you can be all the more knowledgeable about your niche field of expertise. The knowledge that you exercise, the knowledge that you utilize, the knowledge that pervades your mind is the knowledge that is the utmost apt to be deemed retentive. And the reason why attaining first-hand work experience in which you apply the knowledge can be the utmost efficacious way to retain the knowledge is because it remains active in your mind. When it is dormant, when it is inactive, when it is not exercised, it's all the more apt to perish from the bowels of your mind. So if you want to be able to learn, the utmost potent way to learn is to attain first-hand work experience so that you can apply your knowledge, instantiate it, in the bowels of your mind, solidify it, and hopefully be able to retain it for decades to come, or the remainder of your lifetime. If the knowledge is theoretical, if you're not applying it, if it has no pragmatic, real-world application, it will be all the more cumbersome, it will be all the more arduous to retain it. The knowledge that lives rent-free in your neurons is a knowledge that is all the more apt to be retained. The knowledge that just temporarily occupies your neurons, and that is not executed and not proactively utilized, is far less apt to be retained. So, we want the information that we learn to be retentive. We do not want it to elude us. And if you overwhelm yourself, then you're all the less apt to learn anything. So you can incrementally learn, which will help you to build your knowledge base over time. You want to be able to accrue a substantial amount of knowledge over time. You want to render yourself the utmost best version of yourself. You want to draw forth the quintessential version of yourself, and the quintessential version of yourself is a utmost competent, utmost knowledgeable, and utmost adept version of yourself. So, become highly knowledgeable, become wise, and do not shirk on doing so. Knowledge can empower you if you're able to execute it, and if you're willing to prudently, shrewdly, and efficaciously leverage it. If you have knowledge and you neglect to utilize it, then it's a disservice to you. Because knowledge that remains dormant does not allow you to accomplish anything. However, if you're executing your knowledge, then it can help you to reach your higher aspirations and reach your overarching goals. So, I hope that you found this video to be insightful and enthralling. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.